in. Molly Nichols shot, and it's in there off the inside of the post. The Dragons have made it 2-1. Ball towards the box. Hall will hit it straight up into the air. Fresh legs. Running onto it. What a shot by Sotillo. It's in! Howard makes it 3-0.
Nice move. Spins around Caitlin Davis now. Boyne is headed up by herself. There's going to be some kick. And it's a goal! Casey Boyne curls it! Nice touch. Now she's going. And gets another goal! What a goal by Molly Nichols!
Steps up, shot, and goal. Puts it in. And Kamara Fuentes North. It will be Kamara. His shot, and it's in. Back towards goal. Bracket truck. Oh, excuse me, that's Carbo. Flips it to Kamara. Cabrera. Kamara into the box. Shot, goal! Abdul Kamara does finish his hat trick.
Moves to her left. Gonna take a three herself. Off the back, this is her target. Micaiah Smith comes up with it. She gets it down low to Micaiah Mallett. And Smith with the pressure back on the Lakers. Micaiah Smith for three. Nia Smith stolen away by Nia Smith. Nia Smith. And she gets down and has a chance for a 3-point. Reese for three. Hits that. Hit it to Micaiah Smith goes down low to Harrington. Harrington extra passes. Nia Smith for three. She hits it, and she will have a chance at a 4-point. Nia Smith the pass, and she shoots a three in the
Once again, welcome to Potomac Community College. Potomac Community College and the NJCAA promote good sports.
Puts it up to Jennings. It's 2-on-1. Jennings throws it up for Murphy on the gets it over to Murphy. Murphy tries to throw the and Kobe Baptiste is on the other. He's going to kick it out to Taylor, who's open for three. Cam Watts going to shoot a three. And he hit 45. Inside to Donovan. Donovan gets a two. This is the turnaround jumper stolen by Murphy. And a two-handed slam by Ben Murphy. And he goes up for a two. Watts gets it to Meach Wilson. He is fouled and gets it to drop.
And that leaves a little bit more than just one possession.
Mills for three. Hits it.
Look at Kobe. That's what I'm talking about. There we go, heat one. There you go,
Oh, look at this.
Oh, come on back, get back, close. Finish. Oh yeah, that's why we have the cameras, Mark. That's Cameron Belt.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for playoff basketball here in Northeast Maryland on the campus of Cecil Community College as the Howard Dragons, the #1 seed in the D2 tournament, taking on the #8 seed Potomac State Catamounts. Mark Winkle bringing you the action today with my partner, Ed Durham, the athletic director of Cecil, the head men's basketball coach of Cecil, and the Region 20 director. My goodness, you bring a whole lot of perspective to this game. Thanks for joining me today, Ed.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
So let's talk about Potomac State first. This is a team that was fighting for their playoff spot up until the very last day of the regular season. They were able to get in there, and right now you have to imagine that they're feeling they're playing like house money.
Oh, they're definitely feeling well. They've won their last 3 to get in. Had to go on the road to Beaver County, and you know, which is never tough to, you know, it's never an easy place to play, and they go out there and they win one-handedly. We played them prior to that, and they are, like you said, they're playing with a lot of energy right now.
Certainly working around one player in particular that's kind of the key focal point of the team. That would be #3 guard Cameron Wilkes. What does he bring to this team that really leads them?
He does a little bit of everything. I mean, he can score when he needs to, but he can also distribute. You know, he is the key to their you know, he's the engine. He's going to do a lot for them. So it's going to take a good effort by Howard just to put a lot of pressure on him and make him work for everything tonight.
So we'll get back to looking at the team that Potomac State is playing against as soon as we are complete the national anthem. We'll be back with you after that. Back with you after the playing of the national anthem, and that brings us to the #1 seed, Howard Dragons, coming in here as the Road Warriors have not played a single home game all season long and without a gym, and still managed a 23-6 overall record, 11-2 in the region to earn the #1 seed. Ed, what are you expecting to see out of Howard tonight?
I expect them to have a dominant inside presence early. I think they'll go to Mills right away. And then obviously with Ryan Conway, if he's coming off the bench, he'll come in and set the tone as he did the other night against Catonsville, where he was tremendous.
Yep, talking about Andrew Mills, the returning All-American, averaging 15.5 points a game, 7.1 rebounds per game. The forward has really been a driving force for the Howard, but you're right, it has been the emergence of Ryan Conway, who has had a monstrous second half of the season, scored 29 points in the second half against Catonsville to defeat that what was essentially the regular season title game, and hit the game winner on the floor. So certainly coming off the bench, he is an impact player that Coach Smelkinson likes to use for that. Taking a look at the starting lineup real quick. It is going to be #3, freshman guard, 6'1", #3 Cameron Wilkes, a 6'0" sophomore guard, #10 Gavin Barkley, a 6'2" freshman guard, #20 Rodney Vilsaint, 6'5" freshman winger, #11 Eugene Bryant, and number 25 rounds out the starting 5 for Potomac State, Daniel Charlo.
for the Dragons, they stick with the same starting lineup they had against Catonsville. A little bit of a change from what we've seen. Speaking of change, there are some number changes today, so certainly have to mention that. Shane Taylor, he is wearing number 14 today, the sophomore 6'3" guard out of Ellicott City, Maryland. Omich Wilson, the starting sophomore forward out of Glen Burnie, Maryland, 6'6". He's wearing number 34, usually wears number 12. It's going to be John Thomas, the sophomore guard out of Baltimore, Maryland, 6'3". Jalen Bowie, number 4, the 6'4" sophomore guard out of Frederick, Maryland. And rounding out the starting 5, it is the 6'5" sophomore forward Andrew Mills out of Owings Mills, Maryland. Howard wearing their home whites as they are technically the home team today as the higher seed. And a big shout out, thank you to Cecil College for hosting this game. It's usually hosted by the higher seed, but as mentioned, Howard doesn't have a gym, so thank you, Cecil, for hosting us today.
Looking forward to a great tournament.
It's going to be Omich Wilson and Eugene Bryant to take the tip off, and we are underway as Howard able to get the tip, and John Thomas having to do some fancy footwork to keep it from being a backcourt violation. Potomac State in their all golds as the number 8 seed and the guest.
Coming out in the zone.
Bowie able to drive the lane, misses that one, tipped out by Andrew Mills, excuse me. What a dish there as Shane Taylor finds Omich Wilson under the basket, slams it down.
It's like I said, here we go, ball pressure.
And that is certainly one of the fortes of Jalen Bowie. He is a fantastic on-ball guard defender. Might not be the highest scoring player on Howard, but he plays nearly every minute just because of his defense alone. It is going to be Wilkes from the top of the key, trying to get around the screen. Howard does a good job of slowing him down. Wilkes kicks it out. This is Bryant. He's going to go inside with it. Traveling violation goes towards Howard. If there's one voice you're going to hear in this gym throughout the day, it's going to be associate head coach for the Howard Dragons, Will Thomas. My goodness, his voice can carry across counties. And you could hear him saying no middle on that one, certainly not wanting Cecil to be able to drive the middle. It's going to be Omich Wilson from the corner, jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Daniel Charlot. Brought up by Vilsaint this time. And Wilkes will ask for the ball as he'll get things started in the half-court offense for Cecil. Barkley gives up to Wilkes. Thomas nearly got a hand on that one. It's going to be a drive by Vilsaint. He tries to kick it out, asking for traveling as the Howard bench. Driving now is Bryant. Tries to kick it out. Vilsaint tries to throw up a ball, and they're going to get bailed out by a foul call as the shot clock was running out. Tried to just desperately throw one up, and
looks like he called it on the floor, though.
Yeah, so it is going to be on the floor, so Howard does catch a break on that at least, but certainly a bailout foul, and not one that you want to see if you're Howard. 30 seconds of good defense ruined by one bad play at the end of it. Catamounts will start things up. Charlot asking for somebody to come get the ball from him. It will be Bryant who acquiesces. Bryant tries to drive on Wilson, takes it up with a right-handed floater. That's no good. Rebounded.
Travel. Might have got away with one.
Might have, but he puts it up anyway. Gets a second chance at it, and he doesn't miss on the second try.
He's played very well down the stretch for them as well on the glass. He's been a very good presence for them. Something Howard would have to keep an eye on here.
Daniel Charlot averaging 9 points a game, 7 rebounds per game. Bowie cuts it inside, dishes it off to Wilson. Outside, Taylor thought about shooting. Now he'll pull up from the free throw line. That's good.
Nice
Shane
work
Taylor.
there. That's going to be the key. Them get inside the teeth of that zone and just attack it, create help.
It's going to be Vilsaint under a lot of pressure from Thomas. Howard sticking with their man-to-man defense. Charlot picks it up in the top of the key, looking for somebody to go with it. Vilsaint comes around the screen. Vilsaint, that had to be a travel, right? Oh my goodness. Gets away with an extra step there and lays it in for Potomac State.
I guess it's not traveling if they don't call it, though.
We got the NBA refs here tonight. Mills, skip pass across. Finds Taylor, who tries to go inside. He'll kick it out. Bowie wide open from three-point range. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Potomac State. You can hear the Howard cheerleaders in the house as well, bringing the whole crew down with us. Charlot in the paint, trying to find somewhere to go. Wilkes drives to the left side, throws it up with his right hand, and is able to put it in.
Tough finish there. One thing I noticed is if Howard has a made basket, Wilkes is not the one bringing the ball up. But if it's a miss, they're looking for him, trying to take some pressure off of him.
Thomas, three-point from the wing is no good. Foul is called on the floor, and I believe that will be against Taylor, or maybe it was on Taylor. It was on Taylor. They're going to call the foul on Charlot instead, and Howard gets their first chance to get a second opportunity here. Charlot's first, team's first. Bowie from underneath the basket. Finds Taylor. We saw that play at the end of the Catonsville game, but Taylor let go that time. This time he takes a couple dribbles, puts it up, no good. Mills on the follow-up. His layup is no good. Rebounded by Eugene Bryant. Vilsaint able to cut inside. Mills on the help defense. Can't get there in time. Vilsaint a knife one.
Good contest. Tough shot.
Yeah, it's good defense by Mills. Just that's a tough one to guard when you put it that high up off the glass. Not much you can do about it.
Howard needs to continue to attack gaps here. Don't settle.
And speaking of settling, well,
we'll take that though.
Taylor settled, but he made the use of it as he hits the three-pointer from the wing. Howard with their full court press. Good job by Potomac State to pass their way out of it. Wilkes passes it out, tries to dish it out, and kind of a no look, and pass it right to the Howard bench.
Part of that Howard pressure.
It doesn't just end at the half court, does it? Even if you pass half court, they're going to keep putting on the pressure on you and force those turnovers before you can get set into your half court offense.
I'm sure Mike teaches it. We all teach it. Never give up on the play. You get beat, let the offensive man relax, and you can create a turnover.
Bowie goes straight up with it, no good. Tries to tip it back in. Third try, able to put it in.
Nice job, stayed with it.
Jalen Bowie, not known for his inside presence, but rose above everybody in the paint to get the tip in.
This is what I like, just picking up full court.
Bryant able to cut around again. Again, Howard had the help there, but it's going to be called a foul. I believe that's going to be on Taylor, who tried to swat it from behind him. And no, it's going to be on Omij Wilson from the front, so I guess there was some body contact with both players going up. Wilson gets called for his first, team second. During that last play, we did also have our first substitution as Emmanuel Henriquez came in for Andrew Mills. And now it looks like Mills will come back in, as well as we see Ryan Conway, talked about him earlier, will make his first appearance, coming in for John Thomas. Omich Wilson will give way for Mills, as Howard will go to their 4-guard, 1-forward offense, and pretty much a similar setup for Potomac State, as that is going to be good.
Little three-quarter court trap here. I think that's more just to slow it down more than to look for something out of it there.
Yeah, just trying to drain some of that time on the shot clock for Howard. 15 on the shot clock. Enriquez at the free throw line tries to turn and look at the basket, but has it poked away. Charlot's on the ground trying to just rip it away. Still going. And a timeout is called by the Catamounts. Good play by Charlot to just not just keep the ball out there, because if you keep the ball out in front of you, somebody's going to grab it. It's going to be a held ball. But also not rolling around the court and getting a travel.
Interesting enough there, if it had a tie-up, he had the possession arrow.
Yeah.
So that kind of favors Howard later on in the game if they get in a situation where timeouts are needed.
For Potomac State, shooting 66% from the field so far, obviously early on in the game, but being very efficient. Howard struggling a little bit from the floor, but again, still early on. Can't put too much into that. Just wondering when Howard will be able to get those forwards involved. It's been all guard play for scoring thus far, and Andrew Mills still held scoreless have to wonder how much longer he's going to be held down. But also, again, can't say this enough. Have not seen the ball in Ryan Conway's hands.
Right.
Once he decides to take over the game, it pretty much is done just that.
Second chance points are big for Howard right now with their offensive rebounding.
It will be Wilkes to bring up the ball in the court. Catamount still have not made a substitution yet in this game, sticking with the starting 5. Bryant drives the lane, same play as we saw earlier. This time he does not make it. Mills with the rebound off the glass. Howard pushes it quickly. Taylor from a 3-point range, that's no good. A lot of contact going for the rebound, but a strong play by Gavin Barkley to bring it down for the Catamounts. Bill Saint trying to get inside. Just trying to step through, but Taylor is still there. Good defense by him. Rebounded by Mills, and here comes Howard off to the races. Taylor goes all the way with it, lays it in. Good play by Taylor on the fast break.
Nice finish. Finish through the contact.
That's one of those plays where you got to know your scouting report. Got to know that Shane Taylor's a lefty and that he's going to want to go up with his left hand. Charlo from the free throw line trying to make a move. One-on-one against Mills. Charlo goes up with it, blocked away by Mills.
Nice play.
It will stay with Potomac State. And we will now see the Catamounts make their first substitution, as it will be Damian Thompson coming to the game, their 6th man that brings a lot of scoring off the bench.
Energy guy. Plays with a lot of energy. Has scored it very well down the stretch for them.
This is Thompson, gets the ball right away. And picked up the dribble and took that extra step. This time the referees caught it. It will be Conway to bring it up for Howard. Howard in their slow, methodical offense, just working it around. Mills drives baseline, tries to go up with it on the reverse. Doesn't make it, but a foul will be called on the contact underneath the basket.
Good strong move right there.
And that will be Wilkes picking up his first foul, team second. Mills, a 70% free throw shooter on the season. Certainly something that you won't sneeze at for a big man being able to hit at that clip, but misses the first one off the front of the rim. It's a Potomac State team that averages 82 points per game. A very high-scoring team, but the Dragons, as a defense, average only giving up 63 points per game. So you have a really high-scoring offense versus a really, really strong defense. So far, I would have to say that the defense is winning out, but for both sides.
Howard definitely led the conference in points allowed this year. That's always been one staple for them, is the strength of their defense.
This is Bill Saint going up against Taylor, throws it up wildly. That's no good. Rebounded by Mills. Taylor coming back the other way. This is out. Enriquez, catch and shoot from the corner. That's no good. Good rebound by Wilkes going up for it. He'll push the pace going forward. And good job by Taylor getting back to slow him down. Wilkes drives baseline. Good
Nice
pass
play.
inside. And that will be Bryant to lay it in.
Again, that's the idea. You got to keep him from penetrating because he can create a lot of looks for his team.
Tied 12-12, 11:53 left in the first half. Mills drives baseline once again. This time he tries to kick out. High pass. Good job by Taylor to keep it alive. Good passing around. Enriquez finds Mills. That shot is no good. Mills able to get his own rebound. Trying to go through with it. Loses control of it going up. Taylor picks it up. And Howard's still got 12 seconds on the shot clock to try to reset. Conway picks it up. Pump fake on the baseline. This time he does put it up. It's going to be missed, but Mills on the tip-in puts it in.
There it is, the offensive glass. Second chance points.
If you're the Catamounts, you had a good defensive stand. All you got to do is just box out Mills there and get the ball, and that's going to certainly be frustrating for the Potomac State coaching staff.
It's a tough task because he is active down there.
That's going to be blocked by Bryant. It's going to somehow stay in bounds. Enriquez gets the block. Howard coming back the other way. Taylor cuts it inside, tries to dish off to Enriquez, and it's going to be off of his hands, going back the other way.
Felt like Taylor should have finished that himself there.
A couple of substitutions. It's going to be number 21, Kellen Tyson, a 6'4" freshman wing, and number 22, Tyreek Williams, a 6'7" freshman forward, coming in for the Catamounts. For Howard, we see Omich Wilson coming back in the game as he replaces Emmanuel Enriquez. Wilkes dribbling around, taking it himself. That's no good. Rebounded by Tyson. Wide open look from the top of the key. That's good. Eugene Bryant makes the three-pointer and gives the Catamounts the lead back. Conway gives up to Bowie. Mills kicks it out. Taylor decides to drive inside. He's going to step through. What a pass into Mills.
Very nicely done. Again, getting inside of the teeth of that zone defense.
It just throws off that defense altogether when they have to come over and help, and somebody's going to be left open. Howard leading 16-15, midway through the first half. Wilkes passes off to Tyson. Tyson inside. Thompson, he'll pull up for the mid-range two from the elbow. That's no good. Rebounded by Wilson. Bowie. Bring it up at a medium pace. Decides to pull up from the free throw line. That's no good. Rebounded by Bryant. Passed wildly. I think I might have taken a deflection off his own teammate, and Wilkes will happily just pick it up and settle things down. Wilkes just can't seem to be comfortable with the ball, with Bowie right in his face every time, trying to make some off-ball movement. Taylor gambles on that one, but it's going to still work out for the Dragons, as it will be a travel on Tyson.
I think if I'm Howard in this situation, I'm just going to keep running guys at Wilkes all night long, make him work 94 feet, try to wear him down.
We see John Thomas coming back into the game for Howard, along with Christian Dean, the 6'3" freshman guard out of Elkridge, Maryland. Another local Howard County kid who is certainly starting to make a name for himself as a strong energy guy off the bench. Mills begging for the ball in the post. They're trying to look at him. Wilson now does get it onto Mills. He'll draw a double team. He doesn't care. He's going to go up with the floater. The hook shot is in.
He's definitely establishing his presence tonight.
Yeah, there's some people that might have looked at his numbers and questioned why he won an All-American, but sometimes all you have to do is just use the eye test and just see the kind of impact that he can have in the game. Just makes plays. Good play by Conway there as he stole the ball away, then drew the foul, and that is Bryant's first foul.
Like you said, he averages a little over 15 points a game, but look at all the other ways he is impacting the game.
And it's also his consistency. He never has a bad game, it seems like. His worst games, he's still scoring in double digits, seems like. Mills forced that one a little bit. Rebounded by Bryant. Mills is trying to establish the fact that he has an inside and outside game and forcing them to respect that. Blocked
nice
by Dean. Dean will take it back the other way. Give it up to Mills. Thomas, pump fake. He'll go in with it. A lot of contact. No call. Wilson on the rebound. That's going to be no good. Gets his own rebound, and a foul will be called on the floor as Mills is trying to pass it off. Oh, and that's going to be the second foul on Cameron Wilkes, and he's going to have to go to the bench.
That's a big foul. Got to sit down with 8 minutes to go in the half.
And we'll see Enriquez coming in from Mills, perhaps trying to match up, as it was Phil Saint who came back in for Potomac State. Conway from the top of the key, barking out instructions, trying to direct traffic. Conway will just pull it from three-point range. That's off to the right, no good. Rebounded by Tyson. Bryant cuts inside, tries to pass it out, and misses the mark. But have to say, Potomac State has run that same play over and over again, starting from the wing, coming off the screen, just cutting it to the middle.
They're looking to get in the middle, draw defense, and kick. It's a couple times now that they've turned it over, just threw it right into Howard's bench there.
So if you're Howard, do you need to make an adjustment defensively, or do you think they're handling it just fine so far?
I think you got to overplay that a little bit and limit that dribble penetration, because once you get into the teeth of the defense, it causes everybody to help.
Dean, speaking of cutting through the teeth of the defense, there it is right there and showing what he can do.
He has certainly been a surprise to a lot of people down the stretch.
Just one of those players that just developed dramatically from the start of the year to right now.
All right, so I remember we played Howard middle of January, and I don't think the kid even got in the game. And then a couple of games later, I'm watching you guys against Frederick, and I'm like, who is this kid?
Yep.
You know, he played really well.
If I recall, I believe he played like 2-3 minutes, ineffective minutes, and was pulled, and that was it. But yeah, just he brings a lot. Baltimore City, he had a huge game. Yeah, he just had some big plays.
There.
Dean kicks it out. Conway wide open three, misses. I will say Conway is the epitome of a slow starter and comes on late. It kind of describes his whole season as well as game by game as well. So just finding his touch. Potomac State down by 5. Having to play without their star player, Cameron Wilkes, right now, who's on the bench with 2 fouls. Tyson is going to try to drive baseline. Dean is right there. He's going to have to pass it off. Given back to Tyson. 3-pointer from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Wilson. Again, for those of you confused by some of the numbers out there, Howard did have a couple of number changes due to some uniform unavailability. Omid Wilson normally in 12, wearing 34. John Thomas tries to dish it off, and again, that's the second time we've seen Enriquez get a good dish underneath and couldn't quite catch it. It's going to be a timeout by Potomac State. It's a full timeout. We'll take a quick break and be back with you after this.
Wow, your women
Back here in Cecil College, Cecil Community College. It is Cecil College, my fault. So doing a quick score check around the league as we are on quarterfinal Tuesday. Some scores on the women's side. CCBC Catonsville takes down Frederick Community College 63-44. And the other one, a surprise, and I have to say, close to my heart and all of those that are listening that might be Dragon fans. Howard 60-41 over Montgomery starting the fourth quarter. Howard was down by 10 after the first quarter and has really turned it on. Montgomery beat him by double digits in the regular season. Howard getting a revenge right now.
Yeah, a lot of people weren't expecting that.
On the men's side, you said it's not on here, but you said Southern Maryland.
Southern Maryland did defeat Chesapeake College tonight.
So Southern Maryland will advance, and that means the winner of this game will play College of Southern Maryland in the semifinals. The other 2 semifinal games still pretty early on. Dundalk up by 5 on Frederick. Catonsville up by 7 on Montgomery in the first half. That one's going to be stolen away by Dean. Trying to get control of it. Second try he does. Now it's going to be dunked down by John Thomas.
Nice job by Dean. Stayed with it.
Talking to Coach Mike Smelkinson, he said the one thing is the high school coach of Christian Dean kept saying is he just plays hard. He'll get you offensive rebounds that you don't expect. He'll make plays you don't expect and just makes those little plays that you kind of loved as a coach. That one's going to rattle home off of the backboard and the rim a couple times, and we'll go in for Bryant. Inside, Wilson having to awkwardly catch that. He's going to kick it out. Thomas wide open through corner 3. Too much on that one. Wilson able to get the offensive rebound.
Save.
Conway goes up with a lot of contact again. No call. Rebounded by Enriquez. He'll go up with it. That's going to be blocked away by Charlot.
Letting them play a little bit.
Mills will come back in for Howard, replacing Wilson. Conway gets the inbound pass from the wing. Only 2 on the shot clock. I don't know if he realized it. Thomas just gets it off in time. It's going to be off the rim. What a play by Mills on the tip-in.
Again, second chance points.
And talking about how Potomac State, they like their guard play, but don't have a ton of size. And right now, Mills is just outplaying Charlot on the offensive side. They need Charlot to step it up, especially with his defensive rebounds. He'll try to get it back on the offensive side. Instead, has it turned over and taking down Dean on the play. And Dean will be able to roll out his way out of that one.
Nice job by help defense by Dean there. Caused that turnover. Coming up limping a little bit, though.
Yeah, and Bowie was going to come in. I don't believe it was for Dean, but Dean is going to be requesting it to be for him as he will head straight to Howard Community College training staff, as Tim Happel will take good care of him over there in the corner. Back down to the court. Conway from the corner. That's going to be a long 2, no good. Enriquez tips it to himself and is able to keep it in play. Good hustle play by Emmanuel Enriquez. Mills takes it himself, tries to pass it down low, and he was expecting Enriquez to make the cut.
Yeah, I agree. It looked like he was expecting him to cut to the basket there, and it was open there.
Yeah. And you can see Smelkinson actually yelling at Enriquez, and he agrees with Mills and saying that he should have been cutting. That was definitely there for the taking. Bryant bringing it up. Williams. Saint. Thompson kicks it out. Bryant with 8 on the shot clock. He's going to drive inside. Strong layup.
Strong finish.
And they tell kids from the very beginning, if you're going to go for a layup, don't go finish low, finish high, go up there, make it hard to have it blocked away, and he definitely finished high that one. Howard still ahead by 4. As you mentioned, Coach, Potomac State not going away, still feeling like they can stick in this game as Conway has it stripped away from him, stays with Howard. Wilson will come back in. Enriquez, who has had a bit of a slow start in this game, will take to the bench, and Wilkes will come back in.
It's an interesting move, putting him back in with 2 fouls.
They'll roll the dice a little bit, see if he plays a little less on defense, see if Howard can take advantages. Taylor tried to go at him, and the hook shot misses. Bill Saint, what move by him, cutting inside, tries to shoot it over Mills, misses on that one, rebounded by Wilson. Conway pushing it up for Howard, gives it to Mills. He's going to go right up with it. Andrew Mills just dodges his way through and puts in the layup. See Thompson cut around, hand off to Bryant. Comes off of the Williams screen. 3-pointer from the top of the key. That's a strong 3-pointer there from Bryant. They need that one. We'll cut the Howard lead in half.
That's his third 3 of the half, I believe.
Eugene Bryant, 5 for 8 from the floor, 3 of 3 from three-point range, and 2 of 2 from free throws. 15 points from Eugene Bryant. Huge game. That one up by Bowie. That's no good. Rebounded by Wilkes. He's going to go 4-on-3 breakaway. Taylor, a little bump, and it's going to cause the turnover. Good job by Taylor to just enough contact. Bowie lobs it up for Wilson, who smartly is able to get it up and in on the fast break.
It's a big swing there. That becomes a 4-point swing. You had an opportunity to cut the lead to 1. Instead, it goes to 5.
Under 2 minutes left in this first half. Howard has led for most of the time, but it hasn't been by much. Can be pulled up by Bryant. No good. Wilson on the rebound, but has it stripped away. Wilkes for 3. That's good. Eugene Bryant steals it away, gives it up to Cameron Wilkes, and we have a 2-point ball game here. Howard struggling offensively at the moment. Just can't quite get some good rhythm. In fact, they've gotten lucky, and well, not lucky necessarily. It was Taylor hits a big 3-pointer. Howard has been relying on the second chance points, but that time Taylor makes the first one. Taylor up to 10 points. Pass down low. Williams trying to make a move. Dishes it out. Bryant, he's feeling good. Tries to turn back to his left, gives it up. Wilkes, three-point attempt, just off the rim. And Taylor told to slow it down with 40 seconds left in the first half.
For a minute there, I thought the coach was going to go for the old 2-for-1 at the end of the half.
You know, I've talked to him about that before. He believes in the 2-for-1,
Yep.
but not to the point where he's going to force a bad shot and a bad possession. And I feel like at that point he just wanted to see his team make a good possession. And right there you got it as Ryan Conway. That's a little glimpse of what we expect to see a lot of in the second half. He was just able to get through the defense. Cecil will be able to hold for last shot. 15 on the game clock. They need to cut down this Howard lead a little bit to feel good going into halftime. Bryant from the top of the key. Stolen away by Taylor. Taylor will go up with it and puts it in with the foul. The hoop and harm for Shane Taylor.
So many kids do that. You know, if you're going to foul in that situation, you can't allow him to finish the bucket. And you saw it. He turned it over, and you saw it. He kind of ran back like he was going to try and block the shot. Great job by Taylor to see it come in and finish through the contact.
How much of that was Taylor recognized the fact that the contact was going to be made and trying to see just enough of it to be able to draw it while also going up with it?
I think he saw it right away because he saw that Bryant didn't hustle back to get position.
Taylor completes the and one. And that will do it as one last heave-ho will be no good. And the Dragons,
Good strong finish by the Dragons.
what
there in
looked
the
like a
first half.
2-point deficit there was cut into Howard. Somehow opens it up to a 10-point lead going to the first half. First half thoughts from you, Coach?
Kind of what I said to you at the beginning. I thought they would try to establish an inside presence, and they did right away with Mills. And again, second chance points. Howard didn't shoot it extremely well to start it. Actually shot it pretty well there towards the end. But again, I think the second chance points, when you look at the rebounding, 14 offensive rebounds, I think that says a lot that's a big advantage there for the Dragons.
So that will do it for us in the first half. We will take a quick break, let everybody get some water, get some rehydration going, and we'll be back with you with second half action in about 14 and a half minutes. Don't go anywhere. Back with you here in Northeast Maryland on the campus of Cecil College in the NJCAA Region 20 Division II quarterfinal game as the number 1 seed Howard Dragons lead the number 8 seed Potomac State Catamounts 36-26 at halftime. Taking a quick look at the box score at halftime. For Potomac State, like we had mentioned before, it is all about Eugene Bryant playing all 20 minutes, 15 points, 5 of 9 shooting, 3 of 3 from three-point range, add in 5 rebounds as well. Big half from Eugene Bryant.
Yeah, he played really well. Did a great job. They did a great job of containing Wilkes. He was 2 of 5 from the floor there, as you see. Made 1 3. More importantly, he only has 1 assist, so that's huge. And then on Howard's side of it, I mean, the offensive rebounding is just unbelievable there. 14 offensive rebounds out of their 25 total. So the second chance points.
And have to mention Andrew Mills in particular, 8 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. He also had 11 points, many of which from those offensive rebounds. Shane Taylor leading the way for Howard with 13 points, including a couple from three-point range as well. Potomac State to start things off in the second half. They'll be going from left to right on your screen in the second half in their road yellow uniforms, or gold, I guess we'll go with. Howard, the 10-point lead. Both teams with their starting 5 out there.
Full court ball pressure again by Howard.
Wilkes finds Charlot. Rolled to the basket, and a lot of contact there. It's going to be Bryant going up with it, and Mills tried to go for the block, and you can see the referee indicating that he reached across and got the contact.
Actually, he's giving it to Wilson.
That was on Wilson. So that's the second on Wilson. I guess he's saying Wilson just stuck his arms across and made the contact there, because it looked like it was certainly Mills.
I thought he was vertical there.
Bryant been effective at the free throw line. 4 of 4 now from the line, up to 17 points, putting the team on his back offensively. Taylor from the wing.
Potomac State staying in their zone.
Mills,
it is,
pass inside. What a play. Howard moving the ball well, and Mills found Wilson. And that's just the size advantage. Yeah, Potomac State's got one really strong forward, but Howard's got 2 of them, and they took advantage of it on that play. Bryant from the top of the key, dishes it out, and losing control of it is Ville-Saint. Charlot able to save it. 8 on the shot clock.
They're really looking to still attack the basket.
Has it poked away. Thomas goes all the way across the court. Jalen Bowie, give him credit for the assist on the baseball pass. Wilkes taking his time, finds Bryant. Bryant up against Wilson. A bit of a mismatch there. They try to do a give and go back to him. Wilkes, corner long 2-pointer. That's going to be no good.
Rebound.
Rebounded by Thomas. He'll go quickly. Thomas tries to get around his man, and they're going to call the carrying violation as Thomas lost control of it. Good call, Coach?
Yeah, he kind of brought the hand from underneath there. Something they've emphasized this year. That little hesitation there.
We'll get to the out-of-town scoreboard quickly, but have to do a big shout-out to the Howard Community College Dragons women's team, able to take down the number 4 seed Montgomery Raptors and will advance to the semifinals. They'll be right here in this gym in just 3 days from now, earning their place in the semifinals against the number 1 seed CCBC Essex Knights.
First game on Friday.
12 o'clock noon, and we'll be broadcasting it right here on the Dragons Network. That foul was on Thomas, his second. Bryant trying to get around, but Wilson right in his face. That's a looming presence. Bryant will try to get around him instead. Pulls up from the free throw line. What a play by Eugene Bryant.
He's played very well for them tonight. You see their offense is predicated. They're looking to dribble drive everything here.
It's been a lot of trying to get one-on-one action, and taking advantage. and
Running that scissor action up top and then looking to go.
Howard moving around. Mills begging for it down low. It's going to be Thomas from the wing. Three-pointer, too strong. Rebounded by Barkley.
He's looking to go downhill here.
Backdoor cut to Wilkes. Kicks it out. Corner three from Bill Saint. It's good.
Big shot.
Rodney Vilsaint up to 7 points. Give Wilkes his second assist of the game, as you mentioned, only one in the whole first half. Bowie gets it inside, draws the double team, gives up to Wilson. He'll go up strong with it. A lot of contact, and that one will be called as Bryant went for the block and caught too much arm. And that is the third foul on Eugene Bryant.
That's a big foul.
It's his third, team first.
Pretty much 17 minutes to go here in the second half, and he's got 3 now.
All right, Coach, so if you're in their shoes right now, do you pull him out or do you just roll the dice and leave him in there?
From my perspective, I'm sitting him for 4 or 5 minutes and then getting him back in. But right now he's been their offense, so looks like coach is going to ride him here. So
the question is if they can afford for him to be on the bench that long when
right.
He is the offense. Lane violation, and Wilson will get a second chance at this after missing the first one. Originally missing the second one, but gets another shot at it. Wilson just a 55% free throw shooter on the season and misses it again.
Good job by Taylor there, slowing down the pace there.
Wilkes trying to get around Bowie. What defense by Bowie. My goodness, Wilkes just cannot find any space. Now he'll try to go up with it again and draws the foul as Bowie came down on his forearm. And now Wilkes right in the face of the referee. Not sure what he's arguing about when he got the call. Bowie, just his first. And again, that's one of the more impressive things about Jalen Bowie. For all the minutes he plays, for all the hard defense that he plays, he rarely gets in any foul trouble.
He's definitely, I like to call what we call a glue guy.
Love the glue guy.
He just does all the little things. He's not worried about his points or anything. He's just out there playing, doing all the little things, and just holding everything together.
When Coach Smelkinson showed me his high school film, I told him that's one of the best guard films that you've ever showed me. I love Jalen Bowie from the very start and been sticking with that for 2 years now at Howard. Wilkes able to rattle that one home, makes both, and we're back to a 5-point Howard lead. Still hanging around, are these Catamounts?
Not going away right now.
Mentioned in the pregame, this is a team that's basically playing with house money. They've got nothing to lose. Nobody's expecting them to win this game, so why not just come out here, give it your all? Bowie misses on the jumper. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to fall to the hands of O'Meach Wilson. And Wilson puts it back in. Again, a second chance point.
Almost an inbound violation there.
Bill Saint kicks it out. Barkley for 3. That's no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Mills. He'll throw it up to Taylor, who decides to slow it down. Taylor. Excuse me, Thomas.
Here comes somebody, bring somebody to the high post.
He's trying to get somebody for the screen. None of his forwards are coming out. Instead, Thomas will just let it go from the top of the key. That's no good. Thomas not finding his shooting stroke today. Rebounded by Charlot.
It's going right to the rim.
Wilkes puts that up, and it's going to draw another foul. This could be against Bowie on back-to-back possessions, and it sure will be.
Number 2.
His second team foul.
Thomas 0 for 5 from three-point range for the Dragons in this game. And it looks like he is slowly walking to the bench as Enriquez is ready to check in, and I think he knows his number's being called.
Enriquez is a guy that needs to get going here for Howard.
Wilkes makes the first one. That allows Howard to make a couple substitutions. It will be Enriquez for Thomas, and we'll see Ryan Conway come back in as O'Meach Wilson will head to the bench. Enriquez, another one of those players. My goodness, the energy that he can bring.
Yes.
And he can do a little bit of everything when he's on his game. And at times he can do a whole lot of everything. We're back to a 5-point game.
Now, he was someone that we just kind of watched as the year went on and became a really key cog for Howard.
Enriquez dishes it out. Taylor from the top of the key, three-pointer. It's good. Splash down. Shane Taylor continues to have the hot stroke today, up to 16 points, his third three-pointer of the game. Charlo working on Mills, trying to get the ball. Now he will. Puts his shoulder in, and it's going to be a charge. And that gives me the opportunity to go on my favorite rant, Coach.
Is it a block or is it a charge?
No, not that one.
No, not that one.
If you, defensively, what is the best play you can make for your team? It's taking a charge, right?
Charge.
Not only are you getting the ball for your team, you're putting a foul on the other team. What stat is there for Mills to get credit for taking that charge right there? None. None. How is that possible?
And that's something we track. That's something we track this year. And one of our kids had double-digit charge taken this year. And like you said, it's not a stat. It should be a stat that
it needs to, at the very least, be a steal. At the very least, be credited.
It becomes a turnover for the other team.
Right, so why not give him a steal for taking the charge? It drives me nuts. I love when a player takes a charge, and then I hate that I can't put in a good stat for him to give him credit. So just had to go on that rant for you. Taylor, he's going to feel the hot hand. It's good. Pumping up the crowd as well as Shane Taylor, 19 points.
Got it going now. This is danger time here for Potomac State.
And now the Howard bench starting to get louder as well. The Howard cheerleaders getting loud. Everybody feeling it for the Dragons, and Taylor, unfortunately, will quiet it down a little bit as he will get called for the pushing foul. Just the first penalty, first foul against him. Been doing too many lacrosse games. Wilkes from underneath the basket. Gets Barkley in the corner. Barkley trying to go on Conway. Brings it back. Throws it up with his right hand. That's no good. Conway with the rebound. Pushes it forward. Good pass by Conway. Enriquez racing down the court, puts it in. Nobody from Catamount for back on that in transition, and that is something that the coach is not going to like it. He calls the timeout, seeing this game starting to get away from him, needing to slow it down. And the Howard coaching staff, I believe, trying to calm down Andrew Mills right now. Not sure what happened on there, but Mills not happy. Did you see what happened there, Coach?
I did not. I don't know if there's been a lot of physicality between him and Charlo down there. So I don't know if something happened away from the ball that didn't get seen. But he is certainly emotional over there right now.
He is an emotional player, to be sure. A full timeout was for Potomac State. That will give us an opportunity to look at the Howard-Town scoreboard. And starting once again, Howard women 71-56 over Montgomery in the 4-5 game. The Dragons advance. And in the other quarterfinal game being played today, it is the CCBC Catonsville women defeating Frederick 63-44 as they advance as well.
Still don't have a score from Garrett and Chesapeake.
No score from Garrett and Chesapeake, so we'll keep an eye on that. Maybe we'll see if we can get one on that.
I'm going to make a prediction that Garrett's going to win that game.
That would be a strong prediction.
That's a tough trip to make, when you got to drive on a Tuesday, 4.5, 5 hours to Garrett College.
And it looks like the game is in fact over, and the Lakers did in fact win that 68-52. So the Lakers will advance, and they will play CCBC Catonsville in the semifinal game. That will be on Friday at 2 o'clock.
That ought to be a very good semifinal game.
On the men's side, we mentioned before, the College of Southern Maryland, they won their quarterfinal game. They will play the winner of this game. And we'll pull up the other games as soon as we have another
backdoor cut.
That's Wilkes fouled again. Is this going to be on Bowie a third time? No, it's going to be on Wilson, it looks like.
It's his third.
And Wilson does indeed get called for his third. He just got back into the game. Have to wonder if he's going to.
Looks like Mills is going to re-enter for Wilson.
So those two players are starting to rotate back and forth. Howard, I think they're just going to go with one forward for pretty much the entire rest of the second half and just have those two keep going in and out for each other. Wilkes knocks that down
1 of 2.
as he makes 1 of 2 there. Conway to Taylor. You have to imagine the Catamounts during that timeout were saying that you cannot let Taylor free anywhere around the corner, but my goodness, Emmanuel Enriquez rises up and knocks down the mid-range jumper. That was a name that you had said, Coach, is look out for Enriquez to break out.
For him.
Bryant gives up to Wilkes. They're trying to find Charlot working on Mills, but can't quite find the angle. Ville-Saint, he'll instead pull up for the three-pointer. That's good. Rodney Ville-Saint, he's up to 10 points. His 2 of 2 from three-point range.
Second 3 there. I wonder if some point will Potomac State come out of this zone.
How about Potomac State shooting 66% from three-point range in this game? Inside, Enriquez, left-handed floater, it's good. Shane Taylor with the assist. Inside, what a play by Bryant, just able to get around his man a little too easily.
He took advantage of the switch there.
And if there's one weakness we've seen in the Howard defense, they've been beaten a few too many times on that baseline drive.
Yes.
Taylor cuts inside, Bowie has Conway in the corner and said he'll go up it himself. I believe that was blocked by Charlot, but it's going to be rebounded by Conway. Didn't hit the rim, so Conway's got to go quick. Going up with his right hand, it's going to be a goaltending against Mills, no basket. And I think Smelkinson is actually yelling at Mills on that one. I think it was still going to go in the basket.
Like it was still going to go in, yeah.
Unnecessary.
I mean, it's hard, you know, when you're a guy that wants to get the rebound. That's hard.
Yeah.
As a coach, you know, you appreciate, but at the same time, you know, you're going to give an earful.
It's tough when you take away a basket from
Yeah.
a teammate. It's really what it comes down to. Wilkes floats it up for Bryant. He'll try to kick it out, but a good read by Enriquez to steal it away. He'll throw it up. Bowie will come down with it and lay it up. And that started with Eugene Bryant. Just not a good pass from him.
Yeah. That's a second bad turnover he's had in this game. He had the one at the end of the first half.
Wilkes.
Potomac still running a lot of that scissor action. There he goes.
This is Ville-Saint, and it's going to be a
foul on
against
Enriquez.
Howard. It is Enriquez indeed. Just his first.
Got him across the arm there.
And that will be the 7th foul against Howard. So Cecil in the bonus with 11 and a half minutes left. Yeah. It will be Ville-Saint shooting 1-1. Ville-Saint 73% from the free throw line this season. Knocks down the first one. Still wondering when that Ryan Conway breakout is going to be. Just 2 points for him in this game, as Ville-Saint makes both. And we're back down to an 11-point lead for Howard. Still pretty comfortable, but again, that can change quickly with the shooting ability of these Catamounts. Howard looking to slow things down, milk the clock, and run through their offense. Conway kicks it out. Taylor, he's feeling it still. Yes, sir! Shane Taylor hits it from long range. Coach Smelkinson of the Dragons calls a timeout. 22 points, 8 of 11 from the floor, 5 of 6 from three-point range for Shane Taylor.
That's not something I'm sure Potomac State probably did not have that on the scouting report.
I mean, Taylor has been the most consistent three-point presence for the Dragons all season long, but not at this rate. He's 42% from three-point range on the season.
That's still very good.
It's still good, absolutely, but he's made just 32 three-pointers all year.
We talk about you want to be a 50, 40, 80 guy, meaning 50 from the floor, 40 from three, and the 80 in the free throw line. So 42% is pretty good.
I'm glad
that percentage is going to go up now.
I'm glad to talk to a coach that cares about field goal percentage because Coach Melkinson doesn't care about it at all. It drives me nuts. I have to talk to him all the time, like, oh, but he's got this field goal percentage. I don't care. Don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Nope. It's hilarious. I don't know why. It's just one of those things.
Well, at the end of the day, we always say you just have to be 1 point better.
Cecil, I'm looking at your sign there. The Catamounts pulling it up. Tyson
Good pressure here.
gives it to Wilkes. He's going to drive baseline, goes up with it, and puts it in. And again, it's that baseline drive.
Yep.
Wilkes is up to 12 points. He had a slow first half, starting to turn it on in this second half.
Still going to sit in the zone.
Mills. He was looking for the skip pass. Now he'll swing it
Good
around.
ball movement.
Bowie will cut inside, off balance. Foul is called. And it's going to be 2 shots for Bowie.
Jalen can't buy a bucket right now.
Yeah, he is struggling a little bit from the floor. 2 of 10. That foul will go against Charlot, and that is his 4th foul. My goodness,
That's
the
a big
foul
one.
trouble for the Catamounts continuing to stack up. Bowie makes his first one, and we will see Charlot go to the bench as Williams will take his spot.
Williams is more of an athletic guy here. That hurts their inside presence with Charlot going out.
Bowie, for how good of a shooter he is, just 54% from the free throw line this year, but will increase that percentage as he makes both of them from the line there. Howard back ahead by 14. Good full
Pressure
court
here.
pressure from Howard.
Just got it in.
And watch how much energy Wilkes has to expend just to get it across half court. Oh, strong screen there, and it's going to be called. Tyreek Williams just put his shoulder into Bowie and trying to set the screen, and the referee was all over that one.
It's another thing we talk about, setting good screens.
Yeah, I have to imagine that as a coach, that nothing would drive you nuts
Drives.
more than turning the ball over on a bad screen.
Yes.
Enriquez has some room on the corner and a good mid-range jumper from him. Enriquez up to 8 points.
I said it earlier, but it really is. It's danger time for Potomac State right now.
Phil Saint, good move by him, able to slice between a couple of Dragon defenders and lay it in. But if you're the Catamounts, you're down by 14. Do you have to keep putting up the pace? Do you have to keep going fast to try to make up for it?
You're going to have to. At some point, I feel like at some point he's going to have to come out of this zone.
Taylor, jump pass there, gets it to Mills underneath, and Mills lays it in on the hook shot.
I mean, I understand why he's in it. You know, it's hard to guard Howard.
Wilkes pulls up for the
But
wing
the way
three-pointer.
that zone's working right now.
Uh-oh, here comes Enriquez. Showtime. Oh, he's just going to lay it in. You can see the Howard bench all standing up looking forward to the dunk, and I think if anybody will appreciate that, the coaching staff will appreciate just a nice little
2
efficient
points.
layup.
Don't care, just give me 2 points.
Everybody else slightly disappointed. They wanted to see the Showtime dunk, but it's all right. Enriquez into the double-digit club with 10 points now.
Howard's pressure's picked up really nicely here.
Pass underneath, Bryant taking on Taylor. Gives it to Wilkes. He'll try the no-look throw-up, and a good job putting it off the glass and in. And Potomac State will take a full timeout. We will take a quick break as well and be back with you. 8.5 left in the second half. Howard ahead, 67-51. Back here in Northeast Maryland on the campus of Cecil College, and we do have those score updates on the men's side. As we keep mentioning, College of Southern Maryland wins their quarterfinal game 81-72 over Chesapeake College. They advance to the semifinals. CCBC Dundalk ahead 54-40 on Frederick in the 4-5 game. CCBC Catonsville ahead 52-41 in the 2-7 game. Howard with the ball underneath the basket with a 16-point lead. And we do see the Catamounts putting on their 1-2-2 full court press. Howard breaks out of it quite easily.
They're going man.
Bowie, oh my goodness,
nice
they were looking to
move.
switch off of him and just allowed Bowie the lane to just go right to it. Thrown up, and that is just not being on the same page as Ville St. couldn't connect with Williams. And what's going on here is the referee is coming over to the Potomac State bench. And it might be an injury substitution here. I'm not sure, but
Not sure what
Ville St. is the one to come out.
seems to be all right.
It's just an awkward timing for the substitution, but it will be Damian Thompson coming back in for Potomac State. Conway able to dribble around the pressure. Throws it back to Bowie as Howard will now settle things down. 5-out offense. Now they'll bring it. Mills up to set the screen. Bowie again left the lane, but this time Wilkes tried to get the block on the backside. Will be called for a foul. And Wilkes had done a good job of not picking up the third foul until now.
It looks like Potomac State's getting caught between whether they're going to help or not there.
And for
Wilkes seemed like he was expecting help there, and
For the second straight possession, he didn't have it.
right. And number 5 was talking to number 11 there about that he should be helping, I think.
I know one thing we were expecting to come off those screens for them to switch, to be able to provide that assistance. That's part of that Potomac State defense, and just maybe not quite all in synergy today. Bowie, great job from the free throw line today. 4 of 4, he's up to 10 points now. Howard ahead by 20. Wilkes brings it up. Trying to go baseline once more. This time he dishes it off to Williams. Misses on that one. Rebounded by Bowie. And if I know Coach Malkinson, he's going to tell his team run all the way through the play here and enjoy every last second of that shot clock.
Other team can't score if you're moving the ball well.
Mills finds Taylor. He'll let it loose. The hot hand. Heat check. Yes, sir. Shane Taylor just can't miss today. Up to 25 points.
6 of 7.
Inside, Howard a little bit slow to get back on defense, and they'll pay for it as Bryant able to lay it up. Putting on the full court press once more. Howard able to pass their way through it. Conway under double pressure at midcourt, able to dribble around it. Mills, wide open three-pointer, it's good. Andrew Mills holds it as he is up to 16 points, and the Dragons running away with it now. Bryant working on Taylor. Dishes it out. It's going to be a three-pointer from the wing. That's no good by Tyson. Rebounded by Enriquez.
The clock is Howard's best friend right now. He can use it all.
I have to give credit to Ryan Conway. He may only have 2 points, but he's also leading the team with 5 assists. Also has a few rebounds. He's been really effective. Might pick up another assist here as Mills a little strong on that one. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Bryant. Wilkes gets around his man, puts up the tough jumper. It's going to rattle in and out.
Tough shot.
Centrifugal force didn't help him on that one. as it will be Bowie working it up for Howard. Howard knows how to make a game boring towards the end, except for that one. A little slip on the court.
Yeah, a
as
little slip.
Conway goes down. Have to imagine somebody will want to come out with a towel on that spot.
On the baseline.
There we go. They found it. Way to go, guys. That's good game operations right there to have that towel there, know where it is. It's like you've done this before, Coach.
As we would say, it's not our first rodeo.
You have all the players on the court right now. 4 for Howard, 4 of them in double-digit scoring. The only one that's not is Conway.
But as you said, he's got 5 assists. He's facilitated.
And he's played good defense, too.
Played very good defense.
I don't recall him getting scored on any of these drives. And shout out to Adam Fornwalt getting on that towel, running back there, and we'll get back to his spot on the scorer's table. Look at him go. Time that 40-yard dash.
There you go.
He used to be my intern. I get to make fun of him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was in the contract that I signed with him about 6 years ago. God, more, 8 years ago. Goodness. Inside, Williams goes up with it, blocked by Mills.
Good recovery by Mills. There was that scissor action. Williams came off open, but a great job by Mills to recover and block the shot.
Conway trying to dribble through, somehow keeps control. I don't know how, but puts up a wild shot that won't go in. Rebounded by Tyson, and then a wild pass by Tyson. Taylor, a 4 versus 1. I like Howard's chances on that one. And a timeout for Howard. They'll call it 30-second timeout, and I believe that is mostly going to be a substitution timeout as they will start to clear out the bench. Feeling good, 26-point lead. And it would be remiss not to shout out some of these players who are probably going to go to the bench now. Shane Taylor, an amazing game from 25 points, 5 assists, just really doing it all, and played good defense too. He's been guarding Wilkes a lot. He's been guarding Bryant.
6 3-pointers.
Yeah.
That's a great night.
Andrew Mills, 16 points, 10 rebounds, another double-double in his storied Dragon career. Likely to be another all-region nominee, I would assume so pretty soon.
He should be. Jalen Bowie's made a nice recovery there with 12 points.
So for the Dragons, we do see some new faces out there. It is going to be Jaden Johnson, usually number 1, wearing number 23 today. Christian Dean comes in the game, and then we'll see Arthur Roche, usually number 15, wearing number 35. He'll also see his game debut with 4.5 minutes left. This is Thompson going inside with it. Enriquez thought he had a clean block.
Thought he had it till the end. He kind of brought his hands down a little bit.
Yeah, and you can see. I'm not even going to describe what Coach Thomas was doing with his body and trying to describe how he should play defense with it, but needless to say, he was trying to say just keep your arms up.
One thing we say about Coach Thomas, you'll get your entertainment from him.
If there's one spot I always want to find, when I'm sitting down and getting ready for a game, it's somewhere near him. First one is in by Thompson. And count the second one as well. $79-55. Winner of this game will play at 4 o'clock on Friday in the semifinal game, taking on the College of Southern Maryland Hawks. The number 4 seed in this tournament. Roche going up with it strong, and he will get a foul call. Chance favors the bold as Roche went strong with it and able to get to the line. And that will be the 4th foul on Cameron Wilkes. Roche misses the first one. Roche, redshirt freshman from Washington, D.C., the 6'4" guard. The Dragons think could be one of those players that could develop into a regular rotation player next season, able to make the second one and gets on the scoreboard. Wilkes from the wing. Barkley, good pump fake. This time he will let it fly and puts it in.
It's his first points of the game, I believe.
You are correct. Gavin
Yeah.
Barkley, his first points, makes the three-pointer. Johnson finds Bowie. Half-court trap, is able to float it up to Roche. And Howard will pull it back and continue to use up that clock. Bowie. Enriquez sets a screen, rolls off of it. Bowie decides to float it up, no good. Enriquez on the putback attempt is fouled on the play.
Another offensive rebound.
It's certainly a staggering number at this point. 17 offensive rebounds for Howard. That is the same number of defensive rebounds that Potomac State has. That is not a ratio that you want to see if you are a coach.
As we said, second chance points would be a big part of this game, and it certainly played out.
Can you imagine going into the locker room and saying that it was a 50-50 chance of whether it was an offensive, defensive rebound on your own glass?
Well, as a coach, you would certainly love those. You love those numbers.
For Potomac State, it is number 24, Chancey Johnson, coming into the game. As
Number 5 checking in for Howard.
Enriquez comes in, and we see them continue to clear out the bench, as we will see Zach Chin come in for Enriquez, and also seeing Colin Harshman in there.
And Howard's going to go to a zone here for the last 3 minutes of the game. Coach Thomas still aggressively coaching over there. He's going to be mad that they just gave up 2 points.
As that was Chancey Johnson putting it in. Howard slowing things down. So since you are an impartial bystander here for this tournament, I got to ask you, what's your prediction? Give me your bracket for the rest of the tournament.
Wow. Well, I want to see. I want to see the other 2 quarterfinals, see how they play out. If it turns out to be an all CCBC semifinal, that's going to be a lot of fun on Friday night. As you know, Southern Maryland is a very dangerous team. Howard does have some revenge factor on their mind when that game tips off on Friday. I don't know if I can make a prediction. You know, it's each game, each day will bring something different. To me, I mean, going in, Howard to me is still the favorite to win this, just because they've been road warriors all year long, and even though this is a neutral court setting, they're going to be comfortable in it. So.
I have to say, though, Howard only lost 2 games in the region all year long, and those 2 games were against teams that are still in this tournament, one of which in that semifinal game against Southern Maryland.
Yeah, their 2 losses are Southern Maryland and
Dundalk.
CCBC Dundalk. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure Coach Smelkus might never admit this. I'm sure if he had his ever, he'd like to, probably play both of those in the semifinals and finals and, clean that up. But I think he understands, and we all understand that, this still is anybody's tournament. But again, Howard to me is the favorite.
Like you had mentioned, assuming that the 2 CCBCs win, which they were both at double-digit leads going in, have to imagine that's going to be the case, will make for a great, staying chalk. That's 4 really good teams that are going to be in the semifinals here on Friday.
Be your top 4 teams. Will be, so the bracket's playing out the way it's supposed to play out.
Wilkes, pump fake, pulls up, hits the 3-pointer. 17 points for Cameron Wilkes. Johnson goes up with it by himself, has that one blocked away. Thompson, 3-pointer, that's no good. Rebounded by Harshman. And with 1 minute remaining, Howard will all but be able to dribble this one out. So, mentioning before, a busy day here on Friday. It will be Howard versus Essex women at 12 o'clock in the 1-4 game. Catonsville, as Zach Chin is able to knock that down for the long 2 and get on the scoreboard. and we'll see what was it, Catonsville versus
Garrett.
Garrett in the other semifinal at 2 o'clock. Howard versus Southern Maryland as the 4 o'clock semifinal game for the men's side, and it will be CCBC Catonsville versus Dundalk, we assume. Taking one last check at the scoreboard in the nightcap at 6 o'clock, as Catonsville is now ahead by 20, Dundalk's ahead by 16. I'd say it's pretty close to saying that those games are over, and that will be the matchups that we expect to see. Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining me today. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate it, and I know you got a lot of work to do this week to run this tournament, and we wish you the best of luck.
We always want to put on a good experience for everybody, especially the student athletes. I mean, this is their showcase, and we want to put on a good experience for them. So we are looking forward to hosting, and Friday should be a fun day.
I appreciate it. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for hosting the tournament. We look forward to all the action.
Absolutely.
On behalf of everybody in both the Cecil and Howard Community College athletic departments, we appreciate you stopping by today. Final score here at Cecil College. It is Potomac State 67, Howard 90. The Dragons move on to the semifinals. We'll see you on Friday.